All right, hello everybody, and welcome.
You and me are bored of regularities, living all the dreams, playing all the games, and getting high on love. They can chase us down, but we will always win. Leading every dance, feeling every touch, and getting high on love. We're invincible. Trust in me, we're invincible. Don't you see, we're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. We're invincible. Let's escape the gray and let the colors rain. Turn the shit we do and our words into pure reality. 'Cause you and me are meant to be what they don't see. Never feeling wrong 'cause we don't belong. And getting high in love. We're invincible. Trust in me, we're invincible. Don't you see, we're invincible. We're invincible. Saturated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first season of EDL semifinal playoffs. I am Kobe. We're gonna be mixing up the casting just a little bit because Cole couldn't make it. So you guys know me. I'm the color caster, and I'm joined here by the man, the myth, the legend, who made his first casting appearance for EDL during the All Star game. Matt Pizza. Matt Pizza, how's it going?
Hello, Kobe. Glad I could be here. I'm glad that I get another chance to redeem myself after last week's cast. So
Yeah.
hopefully it goes a little bit better. But yeah, but Kobe, we got an interesting game today. We got
Mhm.
CB Rookies versus Burger Flip Esports. Now, CB Rookies is indeed the first seed team, and they're playing BFE, which I believe is the fourth seed,
Third.
uh, third seed,
Third.
third seed, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but remember CBR did pick BFE to be their opponent in this matchup.
mhm.
Yeah.
So we
Um.
should be starting pro def real soon.
Yep. As bands will come in. Reminder: BFE will be using a ESA person 25 square in top lane. Will be filling in, so BFE is going to lose two bans. As CBR will ban away B&J's Ezreal, which I think is really good. B&J, in my opinion, I think he can get MVP of this league. How much he means to his team, and his Ezreal is probably his most notorious, but in a really good way, like champion. As a BFE is often in take away Timo, I guess. For it's a throwaway ban, so they're going to be banning Timo and Viego, even though
Mhm.
Viego will be disabled. So don't think they're trolling. It's just they have E sub. They have to get rid of two bans. As ban number two coming out for CB rookies.
Now the Ezreal band's really interesting because they've seen B and J have a lot of success on that champion. It fits
Mhm.
well with how he wants to play. He wants to be like that far away, like hyper carry, like try to help his team get the damage out that they need while also staying safe. Because BFE, they like to play around their bot side, so BNJ is definitely one of their carry players.
Yeah, for sure. But I think this series is gonna be interesting because last week we saw the introduction of Jason KB23, their new mid laner, and he had a really good Pantheon game and a really good Shin mid game. So I don't think B&J is the only threat on BFE you have to worry about anymore.
Hmm.
But B&J, he is a really good player, and Ezreal is probably his best champion this season. So I think that's a good ban. They also ban away the Morgana.
And that last band is Lilia coming in.
Yeah, the band right there is Lilia from CBR. So Ezreal Morgana, Lilia taken away, and that's the Ivern from BFE as Chubby Babies will get first pick because they are on blue side, of course. Matt Pisa, what are you expecting out of the draft for the team? Heckram got locked in, and I think Heckram,
I was just about to
yeah.
say. I think something standard, no? Just like Hecarim, maybe like if they don't want to go to Hecarim, like maybe Kaisa, Seraphine, something standard like B1 picks we've seen, strong B1 picks that we've seen throughout the league.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Swag Money Boy, definitely one of the better junglers in the league.
Hmm.
I think anyone on CBR is just they're good, right? They've
Yeah.
probably been most consistent as a Gragas pick will come out. We'll see if that is going to be a top Gragas or flex out to support mid or even jungle.
Hmm.
'Cause, yeah, so Gragas pick a lot of flexibility. I don't see anything wrong picking Gragas. I
It's a
think
good
he's
pick.
pretty
We
good.
just got to see how they branch out and build upon it, right?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, there you talk about the late game hyper scaling, want to farm early champion for B&J, and I mean Jinx is kind of what you want if you don't get Ezreal, right?
Mm-hmm. Now,
Yeah.
since they picked Jinx, my thoughts is that this Gragas probably won't be going support
Mhm.
because Jinx just wants to play safe in the early game, and like Gragas just wants to like poke and like play a little bit more aggro than what Jinx wants to do. So my
Yep, for
thoughts is
sure.
that this might be a Gragas top. And then
Yeah,
CB Rookies comes in with the Kaisa B2, a strong pick as well, and good answer into Jinx. And Kaisa's just still.
especially in the hands of Bravex. Yeah,
Mhm.
so QBR picked a really strong bot lane. Leona is really good right now. Pretty easy to play, and Kaisa is probably Bravex's one of his best champions for sure. I think
Mhm.
he has some pop off games on it, as the Nami will come out, and that will go into the hands of Fade Yumi. So we are going to kind of see more of this, like, want to disengage, just farm up lane and team fight later. Bot lane from BFE, which I think everybody kind of expected.
Yep. And with the Nami pick, it allows Jinx to play safe and hopefully be able to survive in the lane against Kaisa Leona, who have immense kill pressure with CC coming in from Leona, stacking the plasma, and just getting the Kaisa ahead. So we do see a Malphite ban. So I guess they don't want
Ooh,
Pitiful Junior just doing what he does best and set up
yeah.
his.
I'm curious why CBR banned Yasuo. Did they do some scouting on Jason? Maybe he's a really good Yasuo player.
Uh, he might be. I haven't actually done looked into Jason, but
Hmm.
looking at the comp for BFE, Yasuo wouldn't have been that bad of a pick if Jason plays it right.
Yeah,
Like they do have the Gragas and they do have the Nami, so that they can get the airborne relatively easily. And we got the Mordekaiser and Darius bans coming in, so
yeah. Mordekaiser ban, definitely respecting Pitiful. I know that's probably one of his favorite champions to play up in top lane,
mhm.
besides the set. Yeah, but like you were saying, remember back like 2 seasons ago, maybe even 1 season ago, Gragas, Yasuo mid jungle was a really, really good combo because you have Gragas can flash body slam, get that knockup for Yasuo, and an Azir.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay,
Jason.
that's Jason. That's kind of
Okay.
spicy.
Yeah, that's a spicy pick. I mean, that's a good pick, but
Yep.
you don't really see an Azir picked an IBS lead. I'm excited to see what you can do with the Azir. Azir definitely a has a
Nice.
lot of scaling, so
Mhm.
that pairs along really well with the Jinx. But
Now, what is CB Rookie's gonna do with in response to this? Looks like they're
Nico,
gonna pick the Nico. All right. Now they still don't know if the Gragas is top or jungle, so that is kind of like scary. So they do lock in the Scion.
I think
Oh,
Sion's a great pick actually.
Sion's a good pick. Yep.
I think Sion's probably one of the most broken champions right now, honestly.
I think the draft for CB Rookies is looking pretty good with
Yeah.
the Scion because they do have the AP disengage coming in from Nico
Mhm.
if their backline gets jumped on, and they just have
Oh, it
lots of
will be
damage.
the Shin.
Oh, the
Ooh,
Shen
I
swap at
I like
last
the
minute.
Sion better, honestly.
I kind of like
I
the
mean,
Scion, but well, I
yeah,
mean, they do have the Shen Hecarim combo. Shen can just ult the Hecarim, and Hecarim goes into the backline, and so it'll be a lot harder for BFE to protect the backline with that combo coming in.
yeah, and protecting BFE's backline is going to be huge for this game with the Jinx and Azir. Because
Hmm.
if you die, you pretty much have no damage. If they get killed off instantly, then the set will be the answer to the Shin top. So set he might be able to run in E or ult away the Shin when he ults. So that we have to keep our eyes on that and see if
Hmm.
like any funny plays interaction. Um, but yeah, I mean, it looks like CBR they want to strike hard and strike fast early and not let Jinx and Azir scale up. And even if they do, they want that backline access. Why you have the Leona, you have the Hecarim, the Shin, even like the
Hmm.
Nico can dive into that backline. Kaisa can even dive into that backline. So
You have a
it's
lot.
pretty dive heavy comp for CBR
Yeah.
in game one.
And whereas for disengage, they do have the zero ulti for the side of
Yep.
BFE and the Nami ulti. So it's not like they're just gonna roll over and like let them dive. No, they have ways to like turn the fighter on, but it's just
Yep.
how will Jason and Faded Yum use those ults, and will it be enough to get their carries
Yep.
ahead?
But also, don't forget, Gragas ulti can be used for disengage. I mean,
Oh,
even
that's true.
set ulti can be used for get disengaged if like
Hmm.
a Hecarim or Shin gets on the back line and get him out of there.
Of course. Oh,
Uh, as I guess they set up the lobby wrong and they accidentally locked in blind pick, so we will be redoing
the draft.
the draft. Yeah, I just want to say that was not production team. That was all on the players. So don't
That
feel
was
confused.
I'm pretty sure Swag made the lobby, so it was just a it's a CBR gap.
I mean, get your int out of the way while you can. You know,
That's true.
I
That's true.
guess.
Well, while we're in between this lobby and pre-game type thing, let's talk. Shall we talk about the new champ trailer that was released?
Oh, Gwen.
Hmm
Yeah, it looks really broken. Interesting. Yeah.
It seems like her ulti is just Olaf ult on steroids. Like,
Yeah, and it makes her invisible or something too, right?
mm-hmm. It's gonna be the next Aphelios. She's just gonna get nerfed like 10 straight patches in a row until like no one wants to play her.
Mm-hmm. I mean, could be the next Viego where they can't even like fix her and has to be banned in all comp leagues because Viego is still banned on this patch and will be banned for probably most definitely the rest of the season for EDL
Hmm
as we are still waiting for
The lobby
to
to
get
get
in.
set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um.
that pizza. I know during
mhm.
the pregame show, I think everyone said 2-1 BFE except for you. You said 2-0. Why do you think BFE will not be able to take at least a game off of CB rookies?
Um. I said 2-0 CB rookies because like
Yeah,
okay.
so we are gonna get into picks now. It's still gonna be blind pick, but I mean, guys, it doesn't really matter. We have pro draft for that reason. But yeah.
It
So
should be fine.
can you map pizza?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be 2-0 CB rookies because CB rookies like they have they've just had a standard like play style, right? And their drafts are like by the book standard. Like the B1 the Hecarim, they picked strong ADCs, they picked a tank top with an AP. Like it's just by the book comp that are like.
Yeah, we can't pause in blind. By the way.
hmm Oh, in the call, yeah, sure.
In
I
uh,
yeah I oh
all
I'll go. I'll go. I'll go. I'll go. I'll go.
right, Matt Peterson said they were quick. He's gonna go tell the players that you cannot pause in blind pick, so if someone disconnects, and then sorry out of luck.
Yeah, you gotta go tell him we can't pause and blind pick. Someone needs to leave and remake the lobby. That's what I said. But oh well, that's
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But one big thing I do want to point out though is Azir. You think more of a high elo champion, right?
hmm
Especially to a
Matt
simple
Pizza, did
mage
you
like
tell them they have to leave the lobby?
Oh, they just were like, yeah, that's fine. We can't pause.
Oh,
So I guess we are gonna just
okay.
keep rolling with blind pick,
Okay,
but
we're
if
Well,
rolling with it.
we're
we're
rolling
Alright.
with blind
rolling with
pick.
it, but if someone disconnects, that team would not be able to pause the game. Like they'll be
hmm
down a player, and that could be
Yeah, I told both teams. I went into both calls and told them. So
Okay. That's on them, I guess.
yeah. It is not on the production team. It's not rigged at all.
I have
Nothing
done.
like that. They decide they want to roll a blind pick, so we're just gonna let them, I guess. Hopefully, no one has any issues with their connection or computer. Yeah. So
But
yeah, so like I was saying, the Azir into the Nico. Nico is a really simple to play character, right? But the Azir, highly mechanically skill capped character, right? Right, Matt Pizza? Wouldn't
yeah,
you agree?
yeah.
So because this is the IBS league after all. So I'm interested to see how Jason KB23, how his Azir is gonna look, because if Jinx and Azir scale up and they're able to keep their backline alive, those dudes are going to do a lot of damage and just run through CBR.
hmm I do think that I believe that right as I came into the call again, you were talking about how Azir was a high skill camp chip.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like we've always seen Azir's data streamer shuffle and how it can like greatly impact the team fight, right? Like Azir is like it's almost like a mini Gnar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you do have the ulti that doesn't do that much damage, but it's still like it still changes
It's a
the way.
big playmaking tool.
Yeah, it's just a big
Yeah.
playmaker. Like being able to ult their team into your turrets, it's just so good, and your team will be able to follow up on that,
Yep.
assuming that like no one's too far behind. So I think this mid pick's gonna be interesting. Granted, I'm not entirely sure what runes Azir takes. I believe in this matchup you'd want to go something like the Comet, so get a little bit of poke the Nico
Yep.
out of lane, try to scale like that. But again, I'm not too familiar with the Azir.
Yeah, I agree. I think Comment will definitely be better than the usual lethal tempo you take because the Nico is so simple. Like she can root you through minions and is kind of burst you down over time.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we only saw 1 week of Jason KB, but he looked good, and I'm excited to see him on this really hard carry because we don't see Azir at all in this league really. So but if I had to give an edge, I'll give it to CBR. Like I think they can just set the pace early, run them down, do not let them scale up,
Mm-hmm.
and just end the game off that. As we will be getting off the spectator delay.
Into
Let's
game.
see.
So while we're loading into the game,
Mhm.
let's talk about dragons, Kobe.
Oh,
What do you think Soul's gonna be? What do you think
wait,
Soul's gonna
wait.
be?
Azir
Or
took
I
Yellow
mean,
Blades.
oh,
Well,
honestly, wait. I'm not entirely sure if that procs in his W, but if it does, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be too bad.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's the worst. Gragas took Phase Rush. I'm surprised he didn't go
Nico.
Predator, honestly, for that extra gank potential. But yeah,
Mhm.
Dragons, let's see what the first one's gonna be first, okay? And it
Mhm.
will be in an Infernal. So I'm gonna go Cloud. Cloud Soul this game.
I'm gonna go Ocean. I think an Ocean Soul in this game would be
Alright.
pretty cool. So,
Jelly, thank you for the 1 gift sub. Oh, 2. Oh, thank you,
ooh,
Jelly.
2 gifted subs. Thank you, Jelly.
Jelly Pog. Yep.
Yep.
As we will be loading in now, let's see if we have any funny level 1 plays. Like,
I
I
do
think
think that
CPR
CP
can kind of force
Ripley's.
a level 1.
Yeah.
Because really, what's a Jinx and an Azir really gonna do?
Yeah, it seems like red side just wants to standard 5 point,
Yeah,
and
both
it seems
teams
like blue
going for a
side will be
standard 5
matching that.
point.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
So, Matt Pizza, I want to get your prediction on this game. Who do you think is going to win? And I think CBR should win this. I think they're just going to shut it down early and not let B&J and Jason scale.
Mm-hmm.
But what's I mean, you went 2-0, so I
I
mean,
said yeah. So I think the way I believe this game's gonna play out is that Hecarim's just gonna become an unstoppable monster, right? Like
yeah,
he's such a strong champion in the current meta. He can just build full tank
Minions
and
have
he'll still
spawned.
do enough damage to one shot the ADC. And on top of that, we also have the Shen ulti coming in. So like Hecarim just really hard to kill. And even on top of that, if the Jinx or like Azir manages to live, you do have the killer instinct coming in from Brave X, just obliterating anything that just survives. So
yep,
a lot of damage coming in and a lot of like it's a
yeah.
really well-rounded comp.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's a pretty heavy dive comp. You have the Shin, you have the Hecarim who just run through. Leona can tank forever.
Mhm.
Kaisa has her ultimate to get out, and Nico can also just ult during a dive.
Mhm.
Or so I think, yeah, CBR. I think they outdrafted for sure, but we're at the end of the game play out as Person 25 squared E sub is going to take an early kind of trade with Shin top lane. So
Now, if you look at the summoner spells for blue side, they do have double TP, whereas red side only has one TP,
oh
and
yeah,
they also have the Chanel. So their global presence in the bot lane is huge. So BNJ and Darling Panda need to play super careful against that because they can just see a level 6 Shen coming in.
Person 25 square is gonna he's gonna take a lot out of that trade versus the Shin. Pitiful I think is definitely a top 5 player in this league in my opinion. So being an E sub, oh they want to pause but they can't. Oh,
That's
we,
yeah,
we
that is
told
what we
them.
told them.
CBR wants to pause, but it's blind pick, so they really can. We tried telling them, but they didn't want to make the thing. So, I mean, hopefully nothing serious happens and we
Nothing
play
serious
on.
happens.
Yeah. As a Leona will go in on Faded Yume, taking a lot of damage.
Oh.
Tries to pass it, but will take a lot of her damage, has to burn the heal. It looked really good for CBR at the beginning, as Purge 25 is not afraid to take trades in his top lane, but yeah, Leona did ignite and Kaisa did heal. So those are two sums burned for this Nami's flash. I mean, that could have been dangerous. Like, as he's got a few more autos in, we could see Bravex is dying as it would fight over the Scuttle. Pitiful gonna walk up, taunt the Gragas. Hecarim's all over the Gragas. Gragas will get out, but Prince 25 Square is still in trouble here. As Swag Money Boy, oh, what a flash. Wow.
That was such a good flash.
Yeah, Prince 25 Square surviving off 1 HP off a really, really nice flash. Yeah, so yeah, CBR did pick up that
Frozen 25 needs to be super careful. This looks like a repeated gank again.
Oh, the taunt comes through W, and that will be a that's unlucky. It has to respect the more, as Bloodbeast is still going to be harassed still in his own side of the map.
Bloodbeast needs to be super careful
I
because
think
this
he's dead here. Yeah, it's a disaster early for BFE.
It is a disaster, and the Hecarim train's just it's starting.
As see, he did TPN. He gets 1 kill back. Will be able to fix on the Hecarim. I don't think he's going to, but
I don't. Yeah, he did get a.
As we're gonna have a chance to talk, as there is a little skirmish in the bot lane, and it looks like actually B&J kind of went out on that, but they will be recalling here. They got the wave pushed up. B&J is up a couple of minions, so we'll take his first back, grab an item, get ahead on Kaisa a bit early. But yeah, so all the action happening on the top side of the map so far in this game, and like you said, like the Hecarim can get out of control fast. There's already 1-0-1 in a camp at least on Gragas right now.
So this is yeah, like we said, it seems like Hecarim wants to let bot win the isolated 2v2 and play more for their top side, which I think is a smart idea because if their top side gets ahead, then who's really going to be answering the Shen in the split push, right? And if no one can really answer the Shen in the split push, then it's like two people will need to answer.
We'll go back in, wins a taunt. It's getting a really good trade off on person 25 here, as Hecarim has come back in. Set might be dead here. Use a W already. And yeah, that is another kill for Pitiful. And top side jungle, 3 kills so far, and we're only not even 6 minutes in. It looks like BFE will answer that by taking the first Drake. It is only the Cloud. So wait, I said Cloud. Oh, I entered.
It's fine. It's fine. You can change it. It's not.
Right, Infernal. I'll go Infernal then.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they will get the Drake pretty contested, but it's Ocean. It's Ocean.
It's Ocean. I'm out. All right. It's a 50-50 Infernal or Mountain.
Yeah, like we were saying, I do like how Swag is focusing attention to the top side, because early on, Kaisa Leon should definitely be winning lane against Jinx and Nami, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of want to press that issue, get your Hecarim ahead, get your Shen ahead, just for not even like the dive potential, but also, like you said, the split push with the Shen could be really, really good. And they're executing that plan pretty well right now, as CS.
They do have a TP coming in.
One camp, like half a camp right now. Oh yeah, so Pitiful is TP in. TP bot. B&J might be in trouble here. I don't think Shen has time, but there's 1 auto away, and Kaisa will pick up a double kill. Yeah, so CBR is kind of rolling right now.
CBR is using that like global pressure that they have to force plays. Like that was also pre Shen 6, I believe. So that was a level 5 Shen TPing bot side, getting his ADC ahead and shutting down B&J. So
yeah, really nice play by Pitiful right there. He does have his ultimate up now, because like you said, he was level 5 for that. So if you're BFE, you still gotta be careful, because Shen can instantly just TP on top of that Leona if Leona decides to go in.
Yep. Like I said, this dive comp that CBR has going, it's really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And with their top side of the map winning, they can also now focus on getting all their lanes ahead. Mid's been going pretty even, right?
Pretty
like
quiet,
we haven't
I think both of them are farming up pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like Azir, like 65 in like 8 minutes for IBS. I think that's pretty good. As the Nico will use a TP to come back to lane. As Azir will take his first back. Let's see who is he gonna buy. He's gonna go for a Lost Chapter, and Nico also has a Lost Chapter, Dark Seal, and boots. Yeah, but mid's been very quiet. All the action's been in the top side, and then that one play bot side, which landed BraveX 2 kills on the Kaisa. So, I mean, but despite that, Gold is only like 500 behind for Jinx right now because Jinx has been farming pretty well. You know, BraveX. I mean, I would say his farm's bad. He has 2 kills still, but yeah, BJ is doing very well on the farm side. You know, I think his farm stats are good no matter like what team comps he plays into. He's just a really good farmer you can see.
Yeah. I think it was kind of unfortunate for BraveX since they did tank 1 turret shot each, BraveX and Rook Cauldron. So they kind of lost a lot of their early game fighting power with that.
Yeah, Pitiful just wants to keep taking these trades against person 25 here.
And he's free to take the trades because he knows that Gragas is bot side and there's the Hecarim just splitting the map vertically. So
Gragas looking for a dive. Leona is coming back to lane right now. Will flat. Oh, Shen will come on. Bloodbeast has missed that flash E. Will you Shen? Shen goes back in. Will taunt the Nami, and I don't think any kills might be traded here. Oh, that's a really nice ultimate from Bloodbeast. But Kaisa dives in with the ultimate. Will kill the Gragas off. Jinx will get a kill on the Shen, but Leona goes back in on B&J, and B&J is in a bit of trouble here. And will go down. And then Azir just gets killed. CBR is all over the map right now.
CBR is making plays everywhere. We had the mid dive coming in with Azir or with Nico and Hecarim. Azir was unfortunately not able to live that one. He burned flash, and then bot Shen coming in to the bot side, saving Kaisa and turning that around. Meanwhile,
I think that bot fight was really back and forth. I mean, like I thought it could have been turnable with Bloodbeast's ult with the Gragas. Was isolating the Shen and Kaisa, but Kaisa just dove back in with the ultimate. And I mean, a lot of summoner spells were also used during that fight too. I think it was like Kaisa heal, Jinx flash, Nami flash, Nami exhaust, and Leona flash.
We also didn't realize this, but Shen does have Rift Herald, so all the plays that Shen did lose topside, he will now be able to like make up using the Rift.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, this game is like all in the hands of CBR right now. I mean, they're showing why they are the #1 seed in the team, and they're playing their strategy really well to kind of shutting down early because they know they have the advantage early against this more scaling comp for BFE. BraveX is 5-0-0 right now. Hecarim is 2-0-2. Pitiful has 7 KP right now. So they're all over the map. I mean, we didn't really see what happened with the Azir. But I'm pretty, Hecarim came in for a gank though, right?
Yeah, Hecarim, I believe Hecarim ghost ulted and just...
Speaking of the devil, he's doing it again. We'll send, Jason, you're dead. Wait, use the stream of shuffle, try to block the, oh my, we can't even talk. Yeah, the Bloodbeast are getting engaged on by Rook Cauldron here. Might be able to take the blast gun over. That is a good route for Nico, but it's able to stay alive for now. Hecarim, no, never mind. Hecarim's fast. What am I talking about? He needs to run him down, get another kill. It's 11-2. It is a 4K goal lead right now for the side of CBR.
Now, Pitiful Jr. is making so many things happen in the top side of the map. This dude has 8 KP, 11 kills. This dude's like, he's doing more than the support right now. He's doing more than the Leona. He's dictating how the map should go.
Yeah. I mean, not to say we're calling having a bad game or anything, but he is everywhere.
He's helping his ADC get ahead as well, but Shen, as a consequence of having so much map pressure on like the other side, he does lose his turret. Yeah.
So bringing that goal lead a little back, we're about 3K now instead of 4K.
But yeah, I think this is just the calm before the storm. Like I think we'll see another dive or play happen at maybe around the 4-minute mark towards Earth.
Yeah, CBR,
and it is the Mountain Soul, by the way.
CBR really had no reason to let off the gas right here.
Yeah.
At all.
They could, like Hecarim is so strong. He has his lucidity. He has his chem tank. Like, that's a tank that does a lot of damage, and their solo laners need to be super careful.
Yeah. So if you're BFE right now, what do you do to stop this like kind of bleeding out kind of thing? Because you do have the scaling options for late game, but how do you get to that point right now? His kills are 11-2 on the board. How do you do it, Matt Pizza?
I think at this point in time, I don't think BNJ is that far behind. He's not that like sure he's like Bravex has 5 kills, but it is a jinx. So I think what Bloodbeast should do is just put all his eggs into BNJ's basket and just try to get make plays on the bot side of the map,
Yep.
right? Like try to do something and try to protect BNJ because otherwise
As
like,
yeah, here comes Hecarim again. The eggs are not in BJ's basket right now, as it will be a double kill for the side again of CBR. Just executing this dive comp perfectly. Hecarim went around and just ooh, I don't know what's wait, as we Gragas is just gonna die.
there's an elite TP coming in from set.
Yeah. Yeah, so CBR is executing this dive comp to perfection. They're not letting off the gas. They keep going and going, and now
They're forced, yeah, they're telling BNJ you do not get to scale here. This is not your game to scale, and it's the way they're playing these fights are really good. These dives are really clean. Like CBR is not afraid.
yeah, they're not. I mean, yeah, the Hecarim is so good right now, especially into this kind of comp where you just want to dive, go fast, and just get kills. And I mean, not a lot you can say has gone wrong from the side of CBR, but everything seems to be going wrong right now for BFE.
Mm-hmm.
As
It's
Ripstro
yeah.
did respawn right now, by the way. So let's see if CBR are interested in taking that one again, is open up the map more, or just keep playing for more kills. As B&J and Fade Yumi can't even walk up to the lane right now.
Yeah, they're
Hecarim
getting
is right
zoned
in
off
front
by
of Team
Hecarim.
Comp. Yeah, that feels so bad.
Yeah, Kai'Sa gets to just free farm, get caught up in CS, and it's looking really grim for BFE right now.
Yeah, this
There's
goal
a
lead
12 kill gold or 12 kill lead with a
is
about
6K.
6k gold lead. Yeah.
As Hecarim's going in again, Jason KB will.
Oh, that was a good ult.
Yeah. What? Yeah, so Jason KB didn't dive over. Everyone's gonna dive over and over again for BFE as Bloodbeast tried to make something happen with his ult, but it didn't work out in the end.
Hmm.
Um,
It seems like Bloodbeast wants to try to get his set ahead, which might work out, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see if Persona 25, who is the sub, will be able to help BFE out.
yeah, as CBR will be just easily taking the Rift Tower. They have every right to do so. As Dragon just getting one with my Nico, but yeah, I know something. Every player on CBR has their mythic item complete right now, except for Leona.
Mm-hmm.
BFE only has one, and that's Cracker Slayer on Jinx. Set does
No,
have an item,
yeah,
but it's not a mythic item.
it's not a mythic, yeah.
Yeah, so CBR able to take that Herald, no problem at all. Just gonna use that to open the map up more. I wonder if they're gonna just try use a mid.
They might just
I think that's a good play because Drake is spawning in about 15 seconds. So just use a mid, force BFE to answer that, and let's take Drake as Swag Money was going back in on Jason KB 23. Tell me if you've seen this before, but wow, yeah. CBR
I
is so good as a unit right now. They're moving together. They're getting these not even dives anymore. They're just getting these kills and picks together.
like
BFE,
it's so hard to play safe against a previously 406 Hecarim with Ghost and Chem Tank, now 506. Like,
I mean,
it,
if at this point though, like BFE just not respecting them, like
mhm.
stepping up. Like Jason had no turret there at all. As we will have a dead Gragas, Leona Winlin on B&J. B&J will get killed by Brave actually, now godlike. At CBR, we're sounding like a broken record now, but they're just running all over this game.
That was a really unfortunate ult coming in from Gragas. He ulted the Kai'Sa closer towards BNJ, and Kai'Sa just got to go ham. Let's see. I mean, just to calm before the storm, right? We talked about this. Like the CB rookies like to prepare on their objectives really well.
Yeah, see,
I
like, they're
mean,
moving around the map again. The Nico will land onto the set, and set just goes down instantly. I mean, that is a beefy boy who just got bursted. So,
the 4-man dive coming in from top.
and 4-man dives everywhere. Like, you get a 4-man dive, you get a 4-man as they
Mhm.
will be looking to take this last outer tier turret. I mean, they're just going to keep zoning off. They're just going to keep fighting, actually, as Brave X is legendary now. Cauldron will be able to run away. Sinnoh is used on him to keep him alive. I mean, your BF, you can't do anything right now.
Yeah, BFE needs to look for the opportunities when CBR messes up, or
Mhm.
look for like, just look for opportunities at the
As
moment.
Flag
'Cause
Money
they-
Boy will find another pick onto the Gragas, and we'll be going on Faded Hume now. Oh, almost went down.
oh, if the Jinx had just one more item, that would have been really good for BFE. They could have turned that fight around.
Yeah, I mean, was CBR going easy on everybody during regular season? Like, all right, it's playoffs. It's time to just, bring out the big guns. Like, this is scary stuff from CBR. 10K goal lead, not even 20 minutes in.
Hecarim sitting on 2 items, while meanwhile Blood Beast doesn't even have his one. Like,
Only Set and Jinx have a full item built for
mhm.
BFE right now. And Set's item not even a mythic item. As everybody on CBR does have mythics now. Kai'Sa's on 2 items. Hecarim is on 2 items. Shen has the Bramble Vest and the Wing Moonplate now. So we'll be close to 3 items. Fully upgraded boots for everybody too. It's just, I mean, what else can you really say? It's a stomp right now. Like,
It really is.
and I wonder, like, how the E sub impacting, because in playoffs, instead of getting 1 ban taken away, you get 2. Like,
Mhm.
so it's kind of hard to ban out next game now too if you're BFE, you know?
If BFE did have 2 bans, or I mean all bans, then I would think that they would look to probably ban out the priority picks like Hecarim, Kai'Sa, and probably Ivern since they did ban it. Try to limit the amount of playmaking that Swag can do.
As Blubby, that is not your jungle anymore, as he will be run out by Hecarim, and Brave X will Killer Instinct and get a kill. He is 9-0-4. Hecarim is 6-0-7 now. As Brave X might get caught out here, the Sinnoh will come down though, and it's just it's a massacre.
Mhm.
Brave X gets another kill. And anybody wondering around the league, our other series, MIT versus Chicago Dragons, MIT is currently winning that game, and we'll try to keep you guys updated on that. That also should be a really good series. I mean, I guess you're a big brain map pizza. Oh my, pitiful taunt.
Oh.
Art. Can they just end the game here?
I think yeah, I think they definitely can.
Yeah, as this is a masterclass performance of what a dive comp is supposed to look like from CBR.
Actually, I don't think they. I mean, they could look for the end. Granted, like I'm not saying that they
They're
can't
real
end.
greedy here.
Yeah,
They are up over 10K gold now as the taunt will
I think
miss,
this is BFE's best chance to maybe turn the game around when they're greeting here. But
turret will go down. Second one is about to fall. Pitiful Jr. was taking some turret shots, but will not go down. And there's going to be 10 in the nexus as Bloodbeast tries to go in. Jinx will get a kill, has her passive. This could be big, but Kai'Sa does so much right now.
Jinx was able to get the shit done on Leona, so that's good. Any amount of gold on a Jinx is helpful.
Anything's helpful right now if you're
Yeah.
if you're
So
BF.
it didn't end, but they're sitting in a good position. I think the options for BFE is while blue side's resetting, maybe look for picks. Look like the Kai'Sa was caught out, but I don't. The rest of BFE wasn't there, so.
It's so hard though because like when Kai'Sa was cut out, Shin was able to just ult onto her, and they were able to try to fight. And then Shin ult is back up now, like right now, as CBR not playing games, just going to go take Baron.
Just gonna close it out, do the
They
standard.
should be able to end Baron, end game off his Baron for sure.
Now BFE, this could be the Baron that they need, but it seems like Bubbeast would
They
do
can't.
crux.
Jinx
Yeah.
doesn't have ult.
Oh, that's true. Jinx did use that ulti. I forgot. So yeah, it seems.
So unfortunate for BFE. I mean, I hope
Yeah,
as we're Cauldron, we'll engage on a
find the pick.
25. We'll get dunked back, but it doesn't really matter. That is a fast Nico, by the way. As they're just all getting blown up right now. Bladex double kill. Can they give him the Penta? Oh, Swag Money boy took it. He's sad. As
The series just
wow,
comes to an
31.
end here.
Ooh, really?
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait. I mean, yeah, really
That
nice zero, but it will not matter in the end.
it is too
Are
little, too
dominating
late.
and probably one of the most one-sided games we've seen in all of EDL so far. And they will take game one in very convincing fashion.
Hmm. The game ended with uh CBR being up 27 kills,
Oh my god, that Kaiser damage.
and yeah, like lots of damage coming out from Bravex, who they put their effort in getting ahead. It's like their whole entire strategy of getting their top side ahead, so that top side can use his lead to get bot side ahead, and then it was just really well played from the side of
Oh,
CB
yeah, it was
rookies.
perfectly executed. And even after they
Mhm.
got ahead, they kept just diving over and over and over again, like just nonstop. And I mean, I think we both kind of said at the beginning, like CBR can win this game if they just snowball the early game really hard, and they did. Because like we might have to look back on stats, but I think that was like the most one-sided dominating game in all VDL.
Mhm.
As we will be headed to a short intermission, and we will be back soon for game two. Stay tuned for it.
Facing it all, fearless. day without you in my life. I don't know how to mend. And I was like, oh, 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 oh. You were like, no, oh, no, oh. I was like, oh, 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 oh. You were like, no, oh, no, oh. Come on, let's rewind till I smile. That look upon your face. My heart is empty and unguided. I'm blind leading chase. I thought I had a plan with you and me. Was the villain of my own dream, breaking me down to my knees. I look right at the mirror, wondering if I'll be okay. My head is telling me nothing. It's got nothing left to say. And I was like, oh, 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 oh. You were like, no, oh, no, oh. I was like, oh, 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 oh. You were like,
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to EDL semifinals. CB rookies. They dominated game one. Like, I think that was the biggest stomp we've seen in the league so far. Matt Pizzas, what were your thoughts on the game, and what are your thoughts going into game two, and how BFE can try to turn it around?
So game two, we have BFE on blue side now. So I think they do still lose the 2 bans because of the E sub.
Mhm.
So I think BFC's best bet is to B1 the Hecarim, right? Take that away from Swag. And since they want to play on bot side, I think they do need to answer that Shen pick that Pitiful is gonna play. Like for CB rookies, this game's a lot easier for them because they can almost practically run the same comp. Like BFE does not have the bans to like
Yep.
stop the team comp anyway. So, but I think BFE, if they do B1 Hecarim, um, I think CBR is gonna respond by taking away the Kaisa, which should be fine, right? Like BNJ didn't horribly get gapped in lane when it was the isolated 2v2. So I
Yeah.
think if they look to play around strong side bot side and try to just tell top to just survive and put all of their efforts into keeping bot alive, then they may have a chance at winning this game.
Yeah, let's see. Because BFE, they're definitely going for that scaling kind of team, right? But I mean, against CBR, like the way they played not one player like individually shined that game. Everyone did really good. They moved as a unit together. So let's see if BFE picks something more aggressive, want to take it to CBR instead of trying to sit back and just let the game come to them scaling wise. Because CBR definitely took the game to BFE as bans will come in. BFE will not have 2 bans. CBR will ban with the Ezreal, BNJ's favorite champion. And the Morgana again.
CBR is just doing the same bans from draft 1, which they don't need to really change anything because it worked in the previous game. So they're just probably gonna keep it simple and just play the same comp. No?
Yeah, as BFE will ban away the Hector. I think it's a good start to trying to get back in the stage. I mean, Swag Money
Mhm.
Boy looks really, really good.
Now with the Hecarim band, they do need to somehow fill in that void of like that engaging tank jungler, right? So my thoughts is that CBR might look to pick something like Sejuani.
Yeah, I mean that's a pick we don't see a lot, but I think if anyone can play Sejuani at in this game, it's definitely gonna be Swag Money Boy.
hmm
I mean, I think Sejuani would be a good pick as a BFE will first pick the Kaisa. So we get to see B and J on Kaisa now.
Hmm. Now I wonder what CBR is gonna pick in response to that.
Oh, they're swapping, I guess. So, CBR is gonna roll with the Jinx. Jinx will be locked in for Brave X. See, they just pick ADC and support right now, or will they wait to pick support later?
Now, if Jinx is being picked for the side of CBR, I think they'd want to pick something like maybe an Enchantress, maybe like Lulu.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. I guess I'll just shut up.
I have no problem with Nautilus. I think Nautilus is a good champion.
Hmm. Oh, actually, I think that CBR decided to pick Nautilus so that BFE doesn't get the Kaisa Nautilus.
Yeah, but I think if BFE counters that with the Leona, I think Leona and then Leona's gonna win that matchup most of the time.
Hmm.
We'll see. So yeah, bot lane for CBR will be locked in. The Jinx and the Nautilus. But BFE going back to the Nami, that is one thing. Faded Yumi has not done a lot. Has been playing engaged champions like always enchanters and stuff.
Hmm.
Which the Udyr is being hovered right now. Yeah,
Udyr is
locked in.
Udyr is a strong champion.
Udyr is very very good right now. Broken even.
Now I wonder what CBR's response to that Udyr pick is. My thoughts would be a Sconner, maybe Lilia's banned and Hecarim's banned. So. Oh,
Ooh,
now this doesn't seem this is a really like dangerous matchup for Swag because Udyr can just invade, so he's
perma.
really counting on his lanes to like get ahead and have prio.
Yeah, so now it's like CBR kind of wants to go for more of that scaling. Want to have a really relaxed early game. Yasuo will be banned away. I'm not sure that was targeted at person 25 or Jason KB,
Hmm.
but banned away again. Also Lilia was banned, but you know, Udyr I think is better than Lilia. Mordekaiser banned away from Pitiful again, and Darius banned again away from person 25. So pretty much the same bans we saw last game, except for the hack room had to be banned away. That was a problem for sure. And
Hmm.
the Lilia,
Now,
Lilia banned last game.
yeah, Lilia was banned last game, I
Okay, yeah,
believe.
so yeah, exact same ban for CBR. Do not want to change anything. I do not blame them after that game one they had.
Hmm.
Let's see who will be the final
I
ban
think
for the
BFE probably looking to pick Shen with the
Nico.
Mordekaiser ban, but this is dangerous because they're leaving Shen up for Pitiful, and Shen could be picked here on
Yeah,
R4.
you can't pick Mordekaiser in this thing because you banned it away like last
Yeah,
game.
this is a dangerous gambit that they're doing.
Ooh, Shogath, big boy. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, look at CBR. They want to go for what BFE was trying to do last game and scale. As a set is being will come out again from person 25. Let's see who Jason KB will be playing mid. I want to see a spicy pick from him. I mean, he had that Shen mid game, and he also played Pantheon mid. Not that spicy, but
We do need
might
some
burn your
AP.
tongue a little bit. But
We do need some AP coming in from Jason.
maybe AP.
So honestly, a Kuroki wouldn't be that bad. Oh, but it's
Right.
Rise.
Okay. I
So
mean,
don't be.
yeah, Jason KB very confident himself. I mean, he picked Azir last game, with
Hmm.
like very hard champion to play in IBS leagues, and that the Rise 2, I think, is also a pretty hard champion to play in IBS. I think team comps. We'll see who CBR pick for their counter to Rise. Ooh, the
Yeah,
Yone.
Yone.
Oh, the Yone's gonna be fun to watch. But
So,
I think this draft is a bit more balanced than last
mhm.
draft for sure. What are your thoughts on it, Matt Pisa?
So CBR has just a strong front line, right? They got the Cho'Gath Nautilus with Ivern Moonstone healing them, keeping them healthy. But that's not to say that BFE doesn't have a strong front line. They do have the Udyr, which gets really tanky and really fast to run people down.
Mm-hmm.
And they do have the set. If the Cho'Gath mispositions and is right in front of their carries, that could be a potentially a last fight for CBR. But set ulting Cho'Gath onto the Jinx and Yone and just one-shotting them.
Yeah, very good point. I think Pitiful's have to be very careful of where he positions if it even goes. I mean, we could see Yone top Shogath mid too.
Mm-hmm. But Yone is another one of those strong picks in the mid lane, obviously, right? With his all three types of damage coming in, and he's just such a strong champ, especially with the immortal shield bow buffs.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that 1 hour 1 item power spike.
Yep. But while they're doing draft, we can talk about the other game that is being played right now, the MIT versus Chicago Dragons game. That game is still in its first game. It seems to be a very close game. Um, Jinx just got a quadra kill, so it's definitely an interesting series.
Who does Chicago have the Jinx or
Yes,
yeah, Tesla Model
I
3
believe so.
is a
Hmm.
good Jinx player. Yeah, so I mean we all counted Chicago out, not to go off topic from this game, but we all counted Chicago out yesterday because they were missing like what, like two people.
Yeah, they were missing
But
their
they
solo
did
laners.
get this noodle back, the all-star solo laner. I don't know if Skeet showed up.
I don't believe so.
All right. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, Skeet was also an all-star for Chicago. I mean, both
Mhm.
really good solo laners. Yeah, I mean
But
that
yeah,
is definitely a interesting series to watch. I think it's gonna be very, very close now that they have this noodle back.
I do believe it's being streamed over at Literal Monkeys, so definitely go check it out if you guys have a chance. But then come back because we're better. We need the views.
Yeah, Matt P said we're gonna have to talk about that after. That's not good for PR.
No, it's what do you mean? It's so good. We're letting people know that we don't want them to just how do I phrase this? We're giving other orgs a chance to shine. We're being kind. But looking at this draft, going back to this game, right? Uh, so BFE has a run at them comp, right? We do have the Kaisa Udyr set that just want to like, well, it's more so the Udyr set just want to run at them. Rise provides the AP damage that they need. Nami keeps them alive, and Kaisa can just ult in, go 1v9 mode, or just chill out in the back and try to survive. Whereas for the side of CBR, we do have the Cho'Gath top. This doesn't look that much of a dive comp as it did game one. This seems more of a front to back type of comp. So it
Mhm.
seems that CBR rookies bot lane wants to play safe this game. Um, but they do have the Nautilus, so if they do see something, they can force. And they do have Ivern as well to help out and Yone. So they do
Yeah,
have strong comps. It's not a full on scale for 40 minutes and then pop off. It's more so the we're gonna scale, but if you
they
mess with
have that
us,
card.
yeah, yeah, it's like if you scale, we're gonna scale, but if you mess with us, we will fight back. So drafts
Yep.
are pretty even, like you said.
Only thing I do not like the Nami pick. I think there could have been better options, like maybe like the Lulu, because I think the only thing Nami's gonna be really good for is if the Nautilus or the Shogun try to go in, he's bubble them, disengage, or you're setting up a stun for Udyr.
Hmm.
I would rather see a Lulu. That's my personal preference, but Fade Yum is a good Nami player.
Yep, she can get a lot of things done, and
Mhm.
I do think that Nami isn't that bad of a pick here, right? Like, you do have the Yone Nautilus Cho'Gath running at them, so the Nami R will be good for disengage. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're just waiting to get into game, and I guess we can talk about what do you think the first soul's gonna be? I guess we have to first go into game, I guess, for that.
Yeah. Yeah. So BFE. I mean, it is playoffs, so they lose this game, they're out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be disappointing for them, but I think they've had a really good season. I mean, probably not the season they wanted. I think everyone expected better of them, really,
Mm-hmm.
as kind of until I mean, even now, it's kind of has been all the B&J show.
Yeah,
And so, I
I do
mean,
think I do like BFE is back up against the wall. but I don't think they're necessarily out, right? Like if they can turn it on, this is the game to turn it on. This is their best shot. So they just have to play proactive, right? Look for the picks, look for the opportunities to get ahead, get the laners ahead. Just like do something, right? Like just not roll over and just give
Yeah.
up the game.
I mean, I would say that's kind of what happened last game, but I mean, they didn't have the choice if they wanted to die or not. It was
Yeah.
CBR forcing the issue.
Yeah, last game they CBR dictated the pace of the game with the Hecarim, and just everyone played to that pace on the side of CBR, and BFE was not able to catch up.
Yeah.
But how do you think,
What?
looking at this comp for BFE, what do you think their best like fight would be, Kobe? Do you think the first dragon fight, second dragon fight, Baron fight, like what do you think?
I think because you have a Rise, right?
Mhm.
And you have a Nami and a Kaisa, a Set Eater. You want to get River Prio, right? And if CBR walks through those little choke points and doesn't walk, that's when you want to fight them, I think, because Ryzen gets a lot of damage in that little small corridor area. Set could go in ult, and if he gets a good ult off on Shogath onto the back line, that's big.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely be looking for the objective fights for them. I mean, besides that, I think it's going to depend a lot on how Blood Beast does on this Udyr. See how proactive he can be on the map, because this is a winning matchup for the Udyr early game for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see if he like opt more towards the I'm gonna perma invade your jungle, set you down a lot of farm, or is he just gonna be ganking over and over and over again? As we look at the runes here, yeah, not a whole lot weird, I would say. Seems
It
pretty
seems to
normal to me.
be, yeah, pretty standard across the board. We do have double TPs coming out from both teams, so the cross map plays will be there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and that's kind of how CBR won last game for sure. They kept making cross map plays, they kept snowballing their lead. So, I think it's good that BFE are trying to find a response for that. You do have the Rise ult, and now he has TP too. So we could see some interesting 5v5 bot lanes early on, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we'll be loading in now. Prediction on any funny level 1 activities, Matt Pisa.
They do have Cho'Gath Nautilus for the side of CBR, so they could look for something. Oh, and it seems like they are.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Ooh, yeah, they will be trying. Their pings are going down onto the red buff of BFE.
30 seconds
See,
until
it
the
is
next
warded. That shred bush is warded by Faded Yumi.
BFE does expect the invade, so
Yeah, so they
it
did.
seems like BFE is just gonna let them walk into the jungle and get vision. They're trading it for topside vision now though, so
Mhm.
traded vision.
So we might see a bit of vertical jungle. I mean, I think it'd be kind of weird with Ivern for sure, but yeah, Set and Udyr are on the red buff of CBR right now, and vice
Mhm.
versa for 4 members of CBR. They're on BFEs, and Rise is kind of hovering around Raptors. So, oh, 2 wards right there. I don't. Why did it put that control ward down?
I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, that's kind of.
It's not even in the bush. This might be some new tech that we've never seen.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of spam pinging Ivern after that, but Ivern going in for
Oh, with the level 2 gank.
not a lot. I mean, this KB is going to lose half his health, but interesting. As Udyr is on the top side of the map right now, farming the enemy Krugs at the moment.
Mhm.
He did take the red. See how Ivern responds to that. He will be doing his wolves. probably going to the blue. So let's see if Bloodbeast can actually, if he grabs these Raptor, ooh, might be going for a gank here. It is warded in the Shroud Bush though, but we'll see.
I do want to talk about the fact that red team has almost everyone has placed down a ward aside from their Nautilus,
mhm.
who's saving it for the gank. So good vision coming in from the side of CBR.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, really smart heads up play by Udyr, understanding the matchup, and he just took the red buff and the Krug, so he will be up a bit, as you expect against an Ivern. But yeah, really smart stuff by him. As person 25 taking some bad early game trades again, especially against the Shogath.
Hmm. That's a hard matchup to win early.
As they just keep trading back and forth right now. Well, yeah, Pitiful is winning that at the moment. And you know, not a lot happening right now.
Yeah.
More of a calm game than game one so far, where we had like 4 kills up in the top lane and in
Mhm.
between two of the turrets.
We had the top skirmish going on.
As Ivern is looking to scare the bot side scuttle, and Udyr is papping though. He might meet Ivern with Raptors. Ivern for a gank mid, but won't find him. Has to root Bloodbeast in place, and Bloodbeast will just go back and do it with the Raptors. But yeah, so bot scuttle should be going over to the side of CBR to wait for the Ivern little timer thing to spawn, go out. Yeah, but Udyr is up a couple camps right now. I mean, as you would expect, he is Udyr.
Yep.
So bot scuttle is finally secured. Top scuttle is still up on the map though. However,
It seems like Swag might be able to double scuttle.
yeah, Swag. He's going in for another gank on the rise. He flashes in. Jason will flash away from that. So jungle flash for mid flash. I would take that while jungler, especially on an Ivern.
Hmm. It gives more kill pressure to the Yone.
It's somehow gonna be able to double scuttle, but Udyr looks like he's gank, but that Shred Bush is warded. Ooh, I mean that kind of feels bad for you getting double scuttled by an Ivern. Like, yeah. So despite Udyr having that early camp advantage, he is gonna go. He's productive on the map. So Udyr
Swag is getting a lot of things done on
and
the map.
5 might be falling here. Yep, Ivern will secure first blood.
But yeah, Ivern's just been constantly applying the jungle pressure to the solo lanes of BFE.
Yeah, I mean he's looking pretty good. He understands like the game state right now, how to play it, as he is going deep into the jungle, but there will be nothing for him to take. As there will be a grump, but BFE will trade that kill top side for the early Ocean Drake. All right, I'm gonna go Infernal again, I guess.
Okay, I'll go Cloud.
Cloud. Okay.
Let's see, a Cloud Drake would be kind of fun. We'd have the Jinx ultis coming in, or the Kaisa ults coming in, so it would be really useful for both teams. But
Yep.
yes, so far it seems it's a pretty slow game compared to game one, right? CBR taking a slower approach to this one. Similar to last game, mids are even. Nothing interesting's happening yet. BNJ has the CS lead, but we do have Bravex coming into the wave, so that CS lead might be vanished. But yeah,
So
nothing interesting's happening yet.
very more relaxed game than last game for sure. I mean, as you expected with the team comps and stuff, but yeah, Swag My Boy. I mean, I think his path has been pretty intelligent. He was able to double scuttle. He's able to burn Rise Flash, and he was able to get a kill first blood top lane.
Hmm.
Which I mean,
He's getting
I don't think we would expect that. I guess looking at the matchup like Udyr versus Ivern.
yeah.
As yeah, not a lot happening right now. Which like BFE will be pushing in bot wave. See if they go for a reset.
Top is basically frozen, and Cho'Gath isn't able to step forward, so he's probably gonna have Swag come up. So Sed probably knows this and is being super careful.
Yeah, I mean, yep. Good play by Swag helping out Pitiful, break the speed a little bit. Ooh, could he be going for a lane gank? No way. No way this works, right? We'll be going around the alcove. And we will wait and be patient and see what happens here.
Yeah, Swag's playing for the long con. He's just waiting.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, Shogaf will go in. We'll land a Q. The Haymaker does come out from set. We'll keep him relatively safe. And Daisy was used there. So I guess they're just gonna push in this wave, go set up for maybe Herald is spawning in 10 seconds, so let's see if they're gonna want to play around that with this wave pushing in. Well, they actually are they looking to dive here?
They might be looking to dive. Oh.
Yeah, so yeah,
Now-
they need OP.
One thing about the Set Cho'Gath matchup is that although Set does get a big shield with the amount of damage he takes, Cho'Gath's ult is an execute, so it just goes straight to the shield.
Yeah, very good point. Really smart usage of Daisy by Swag Moneyboy, letting Daisy tank all that up for them. And Shogaf did use his ult for that, so he will be getting those stacks. He has one stack so far. As Swag Moneyboy and Pitiful kind of run the show again early in this game. I mean, not to like a larger scale like last game, but you know, they have a really good series. As Swag Moneyboy did pick up the Rift Herald, and we do have a 2v2 in bot. Brave X is in trouble here with B&J Killers is end, and we'll pick up the 2v2 kill bot lane, and that is good for BFE because they did not have a lot of opportunities to do that last game.
It seemed
Yeah, so we're gonna get a replay of that bot lane fight real quick. Yeah, so first, you know, Swag Moneyboy, he's just gonna
we started off with the Rift, you know.
he's gonna take it, but yeah, it'd be really good use of the killing.
It seemed like a really winning fight for the side of CBR, right? Like Nami was caught and she was getting low, but then unfortunately they weren't able to secure the kill with the Nami ult coming in for disengage and a lot of damage coming in from BNJ.
Yeah, as Bloodbeast finally making his presence known in the lane, we'll just walk through mid, kind of push it in for him. Has to be careful though, because Nautilus is nearby. As we have second Drake spawning in 30 seconds, so it should look like CBR will get prio of this, especially with the Rift Herald. They can just drop that, and yeah, they will drop it. Let BFE deal with it as they go to collect the second Drake. So Drake score should be 1-1 after this. And big plate money go over to Yone and the Ivern. I mean, look at all the lanes though right now. Like, look at the lane state. So we have top is pretty much kind of frozen, but mid has got unfrozen. But from what I've seen so far, CBR has always been pushed up towards the bot tower for BFE. It's really good. As we're Cauldron, not cut out. He's Nautilus. He's tanky. He'll be fine. As CBR will be starting up the second Drake. Let's see if BFE do want to contest. I don't think they should. They don't really have a good spot to go in.
Keepers are coming through.
Try to hook the rise, went into the wall. And yeah, there should just be easy Drake secured for... Ooh, they do look like they want to chase a little bit. Jinx W will miss by a small margin. So, yep, no Killzone over there, but the Drake will go to CBR, and it is 1-1 Drake score now, and it's Infernal Soul.
It is interesting how BFE is playing a lot more cautious this game, right? Like as you were saying, they aren't pushing up. They're relatively by the turrets, trying to freeze the waves, trying to make it harder for CBR to do anything. And as a result, you have like a isolated kill on BNJ or isolated kill on Bravex. BNJ is getting ahead, and you have
a 2-2. And we also have a fight topside too. Nautilus will come out on B&J. Bravex is really low. Bravex will go down. Nautilus is going to have to run for the hills here. And another 2v2 kill picked up for B&J, looking to play that burger flip style we know, where they put all the eggs in the B&J basket. And the B&J is looking really good right now. Has a 2 CS lead, not a lot, but the 2 kill lead will definitely add for the gold. Yeah, mid has been pretty quiet so far, just farming it up.
I mean, yeah, Now the BNJ is getting ahead, which I think is pretty good, right? Like that is BFE's win con, but at the same time they need to be really careful. BNJ needs to be careful. Like there is a Yone on the other team that can just like no matter how like even the Yone is, like Yone can just probably one shot BNJ if he's not careful.
Yeah, so we do have 2 mythic items coming out in the game. So Ivern actually probably the first one to build a mythic. Actually, no, I think Kaisa was, but Ivern second with the Moonstone
Mhm.
will be able to offer a lot of healing for his team, a lot of utility. And Kaisa did go Kraken Slayer. Ooh, Swag Money Boy is flashed in. Is he gonna get a solo bolo? Maybe. Oh no, Blood Beast is there, shows up. A TP will be coming down. As ooh, Yone. They could go after Yone ults. Udyr will be going down here. So a really good response off a play started by Swag Money Boy that looked like it could have been turned, but you know, CBR that's there like last game, that's rotating as a unit, that's there to pick up the kill there. Was only be a 1-for-0, so not like a game changing play or anything, but really well played. Yone did get a kill.
Mhm. And the TPs were used by both mid laners, so at this up and coming dragon fight will
Fight
be
bot lane. We're Cauldron's looking for the Kaisa. We'll use the ult. Kaisa Blast Cone got caught up in the ult mid thing. Now the Took will come out. Couldn't get the auto attack route, I think, off on. But Swag Money Boy is really low right now. He needs to be careful. I was like, yeah, an interesting little gank. Funny interaction with the Nautilus knockup, going with the Blast Cone.
and solo kill on the top side. Cho'Gath just casually just dives the set.
Yeah, directed cams into us.
Mm-hmm.
Pitiful. Was doing pitiful things, and he's a really good player. I think he could definitely be in the talk for MVP, and he's showing in this series. I think if this game keeps going the way it is, and CBR do win this game, I think Pitiful will get MVP. Also, I mean, you're gonna make an argument Swag Money Boy too. Like his Hecarim looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Like this duo top, right? We have Pitiful and Swag. They're getting so much done on the map, and it's just really interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, especially like how like we both thought like Udyr should be able to run over Ivern early game, but
Mm-hmm.
Swag Money Boy's been really but more proactive jungler so far. And he was able to burn a few summoner spells early, get some ganks in the solo lanes, get some kills, assists, and objectives. And I mean, he's been looking really, really good.
I think a part of that goes to all of his lanes being pushed in, right? That gives him the like safety that Ivern needs to like scale. And with that safety now acquired, like you just see him asserting his jungle pressure, forcing summoners out from the mid and top, and just
Yep.
trying to get his team ahead.
Yeah, so CBR does look like they're be able to pick up this second Rift Herald, and Drake is spawning in 20 seconds. They're gonna drop this mid and just run to Drake, take that, because BFE has to answer the Rift Herald mid if they do choose to drop it. That tower should fall with the Rift Herald charge.
Mm-hmm. It is gonna be an Infernal Soul, by the way. I don't know if he talked about it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, Bloodbeast are caught out. Nautilus took Guzzler alive. We'll use the ultimate, knocked up, and rooted in place, and Udyr's is dead. Brave Vex
Yep.
That's really big. Yeah, the Rift Herald was used mid. Didn't get a charge off.
It seems like if you're
Will get a charge off. The turret will go down. First turret, or no, second turret going over.
yeah, if you're BFE right now, you just hope to sack and maybe look to steal this using a Kaiser W.
Yeah, Blood Beast is out of this in there, got punished for it, and a lot was gained off that small, like 30-second time frame from CBR. They do have a 1K gold lead now. It's not the end of the world for BFE. They still have the BNJ factor, you know.
Mm-hmm. But they do need to somehow stop the splitting in the top side of the map.
Mhm.
Their set is down 30 CS and is 0-2. Like I think they need to try to get BNJ up there and farm in while set just tries to stay safe on bot side.
Yeah, a little passive stack check real quick for Pitiful. He has 6 stacks right now on his passive, gaining 720 bonus health so far. So
Mhm.
this might be a big boy later on.
He's doing really well on his sex.
Yeah. As weird as it sounds, though, like that could benefit BFE in a way. Like when we talk about with the set ulti
Mhm.
onto the back line. Okay, if he's gonna be bigger, that's gonna hurt the CBR backline a lot.
But I mean, from what we've seen, BNJ's positioning hasn't been that bad. Like he's
Cho'Gath,
positioning really well in terms of.
Udyr, you gotta run, buddy. He's face checking. He will get knocked up in the queue. Nautilus flash hook barely misses. Unlucky.
That was a good side set coming in from Blood Beast.
Yeah, I mean,
That was like that was really good. In that high stakes competitive game like this, to sidestep like that, oh my god.
yeah, nice side stuff. Oh, Yone. As Rise will have to flash away from that Shogath Q. Did not want to risk getting knocked up in a CC lock to death. But looks like we Purchase 25 wants to start. He will RKO the Shogath. Didn't really hit anybody. The true damage did come out. Pitiful is really low. Bravex will get a kill. Yone's gonna get a kill. This is a disaster for BFE right now. CBR, like, they just turned this fight completely.
And CBR just
My
played the fight just better than
it
BFE
was
did.
for BFE at first. We will get a replay of this fight. I mean, that's like kind of the first like actual team fight we had, like all series really.
And see, there was a lot of misposition coming in from the side of BFE, right? Like Cho'Gath was or not Cho'Gath, my bad. Set was trying to get that big game-changing ult, but he just took too long on it, and in the end, it wasn't. It just didn't connect. The damage wasn't what it needed to be.
Killer instinct, and we'll get rooted up in place by the Nautilus. Nautilus is in danger here. He is a tanky boy, but Udyr is fast, but will use a Q on the wall. It's still being chased down. We'll get snunned up. He's running for his life right now. I don't think he's that tanky despite this. PJ will pick up another kill. That is big for BFE. A really nice pick from them.
A good exit kill. Now that CBR is down a player, BFE can threaten with the potential Baron that's spawning in 20 seconds. Like they do have the damage coming in from the Kai'Sa that is 3-1. So
Yeah, but do you really want to smite fight this Ivern who is 2 levels up ahead of you if you are Blood Beast right now though?
no,
That
especially
is
with a Cho'Gath as well. Like there's
yeah.
a like objectives are so hard to get for the side of BFE because of the Cho'Gath and the jungle level gap. So it's just and then
Yeah, so
alright
we're
and
replay of that fight mid. So really, we saw Set run in, one in that show gap, try to get that dunk onto the Ivor. It goes a bit wide. I think he still got the damage off of it. His W almost killed Pitiful outright with the true damage. And when they saw that, BFE smelled blood. They went in and they paid the price for it. A really good response by CBR, and they got the 4-0 and was opened up. They are able to turn that into the tier 2 mid going down for them. As we do have the Infernal spawn in 30 seconds, and it does look like CBR do want river control. I do not know how they should not just be allowed to walk in the river with CBR. Nautilus ult is up. All ults are up except for Pitiful's ult, which is a pretty low cooldown right now.
now if you're BFE, the game isn't completely doomed. They are only down 4k and their ADC is strong, but
And you
with
do have
the way that they want to play front to back, I just think that CBR just has a better front to back, and
we'll have a little stare down as Daisy just wants to go in and murder people. Daisy is a psychopath, I guess, but my stream for a little bit. We're Cauldron on the flank. We'll find BJ with the ult. BJ will be away. Oh my, we're Cauldron.
Recall getting the nasty Nautilus Qs coming in.
And this is gonna be a wipe. Yeah, Yone picks up a double kill. Pitiful will be on B&J. There's a little Brave X. Ooh. Yeah,
and it's
so,
just
like I said, like the little small stroke points. I think that was a really good flank by Rook Cauldron. I did not even see him on the mini map coming. and he was able to cause so much distraction for the side of CBR that allowed him to just kind of get like it kind of scattered BFE, you know.
Yeah, they with the flame came in and Udyr was separated from the rest of his team, and then Yone was just able to use that confusion and separation to his advantage to pick up a double kill.
As Pings will Baron,
Eh,
as CBR will be looking to take the Baron as we're
mhm.
like,
But
fight.
while they're taking Baron, we can look at the replay on that match, on that last fight.
That's a really good
We
hook.
do see the Nautilus hook does connect, does manage to buy that extra time that CBR uses to kill the set, and then they're just able, and then Jinx gets the passive reset, and then it's just
Have a fight at Baron while the replay's going on. And CBR will be able to take this Baron quick and easy and get a kill off of it too. Oh yeah, so like last game, Matt Pizza, like it's starting to bleed out for BFE. Like, what do they do to stop it now? Like, I think you have to play kind of around your vision. Like, you have to try to get picks, but that's one thing CBR is so good at. They play as like a total of 5 like units. Like,
mhm.
no one is like outshining anybody on CBR right now. They're all just playing really well together. So how do you win this if you're BFE? How do you get back into this game?
The Kai'Sa, I think you just have to put your marbles in the Kai'Sa. I think the Set and Udyr have to recognize that they're 0-5, 0-10 together. They just need to put aside their pride and ego and just say, I'm building tank. I have to peel for BNJ. We have to look for fights where he can pop off
Yep.
and try to get
And
BNJ ahead.
we still
Now,
have that price scale and option too.
the Rise isn't doing terribly, by the way.
Did finish his second item. He is farming up really well. Has most of the game right now.
Mhm.
As we
But
will have a NA ram, I guess, as Pitiful is and bot lane is going to push that out. Actually, let's see how many stacks Pitiful has. He has 9 stacks right now. He has 3,561 HP. That is becoming a beefy boy. Which that is a tall order from Kaisa to be able to kill that Shogath, have to kill that Nautilus. Yone is probably going to be diving for you, like always. And all the utility healing come out for Ivern, like,
yeah,
as a mountain to climb right now. And we will have a fight breaking out right now. We're Cauldron starting it off, and that's nothing
there goes Stacy.
to come of it, but that's a bit more pressure as Pain will go back in. Yeah, so if you're BFE right now, you can't really leave your base at all. Like you're
You're kind of stuck, and you also have to answer the Cho'Gath that's splitting and
Mhm.
pushing down the side lane. So this is a very rough spot that BFE is in.
Yeah, I'm surprised that that CBR isn't sending someone top right now to take care of that turret too and supply more pressure on the map right now. So they will be doing the 4-1 with the Shogath split push, and Set has been sent to answer that. We'll see how well he does against that one matchup. He get tower diver. Pitiful is just gonna not
He was
care
just
about
going for the
the
turret, yeah.
turret. We'll kill the turret.
And out of the turrets, the set needs to be super careful.
Yeah, at CBR, you need to go help your boy out right now. As Yone will be going over, take care of the set with the Shogath, and yeah, that's a dead set. And Yone's going back in on Nami under the tower. We'll get exhausted. Oh wait, ooh.
Oh, this might be the fight that BFE was looking for.
Big. It's big for BFE. Really big.
CBR drew with the tower dive, but unfortunately Jinx does have passive.
Things have had passive. We'll kill the Nami, chasing down the Rise. Under turret, though, I don't know you want that.
Oh,
Rise!
and that Rise is will
Nautilus.
get massive off of this.
It looked really, really good for CBR. They could have ended the game off possibly, but
It looked really good for BFE. Or it started really good for CBR. Then it looked good for BFE, and then it came back to
not
CBR.
care about anybody right now. This once it gets this
Oh,
turret.
Pitiful is just going for the turret, but
look at
unfortunately, it lives
34
with
HP turret
4
right now.
HP. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, so a really
Team's turret has been
a
destroyed.
glimmer of hope for BFE finishing that little base push.
And so we'll see a replay on what just transpired.
Yeah, so yeah, Yone had a really good play. They get exhausted on their tower though. I feel they get bursted down. But then after that, it was all BFE. B&J did go down though. Jinx did look like she's about to just clean up, but yeah, Udyr, it's still Udyr. Or I mean, it was Rise. My bad. I can't see. Rise is starting to get that damage going down on him now. He is 2-1-3. So he is ready to make an impact in this game, as we will have a fight for what is going to be Infernal Soul. As Pitiful just go into their back line, Udyr has. Oh my god. Pitiful is so
Pitiful does not care.
Pitiful does not care at all.
Pitiful does not care.
Great fact that we're causing her 3v2 right now, but Kaisa will kill the Jinx, but they. Oh my, yeah, BJ's dead. Yeah, this fight is lost. That will be so point for CBR unless somehow a miracle still happens. So I don't even think they're gonna try it because Blood Beat's so low. Yeah, so Soul will go on.
So we'll
Go
go over to
yard.
yeah. So
mean,
if you're CBR, you could look to end here. The death timers aren't that long, but you could probably look to get the inhib. Ideally, you'd be able to pick off the Rice here and go for the Baron that's about to spawn, but that's a tall order.
I mean, even then, I think you still want to get this inhib, maybe pushing top, try to hit that turret. You make them fight a Baron. You want to try to farm them Baron, but they do look like they want the Nexus turrets. The one on the right is very low. And they still. Yeah, so
that is
they
one
will not
big Cho'Gath, by the way.
Cho'Gath is so big, he does not care. He's taking damage at all. In the face of 4 people, including the Ryze and the Kaisa, as Fade Yumi stepped too far forward. Well, B&J just blew up with Cauldron though. Oh, that's a big dunk, but will it matter in the end? Bravex is going to be doing a lot of damage, but B&J, Bravex will win the Battle of ADCs after that one, and oh my, Ryze
Jason is the only one up.
I pressed rewind. Matt, please take it away.
We do. It's just 1v3 against Jason. Unfortunately, the Cho'Gath is just so massive that he just does not care, and turrets don't even stop him.
Yeah, I think it's game.
And that will be game.
Yeah, so a quick and easy 2-0 for CBR in very, very fashion. You know, I think they've been hearing that everyone's been calling Chicago the best team in the league right now. They're like, nah, we'll show you who the best team really is. B&J, like, I don't think he played bad, but he did not feel impactful on both of these games at all. I mean, second game was better, but CBR just shutting him down completely and will sweep BFE 2-0, and that will be the end of BFE seasons. I think they're gonna be disappointed. I think people expected more from them. They did make playoffs though. That's always good. B&J did really shine as a front runner for the MVP candidate. But
BFE was able to adapt to game 2, at least the early game, really well, right? They learned that CBR wants to play early, so they decided to take a slower, more calculated approach to the early game. Like, they didn't overextend. They wanted CBR to extend and like just slow down the early game pace. But after that one misplay at mid, then CBR just started rolling. That was the little momentum that CBR needed, and from there they were able to just turn that into a huge snowball and just end with it.
yeah, so that will be the stream as CBR very convincingly sweeping BFE 2-0. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been fun. It was different because we don't have Cole here. I did play by play. It was kind of scuffed, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Matt Pisa, do you have any closing remarks?
No, not really. Thanks for letting me cast, and see you guys next week for playoffs.
And run the stream. Good job.
Matt
Yeah.
Pizza really into to say playoffs when it's finals next week.
Yeah,
is it
so
finals?
it's finals next week. So yeah, CBR. I mean, I don't even think we realize it. CBR is in the finals now. And that will be a best of 5 against either Chicago Dragons or MIT, who are playing right now. Yeah, we will see who their opponent is, and we will see you guys next week for the finals of the first inaugural season of EDL, and it should be a banger. But thank you guys for watching the series, and peace.